4 coming up. Now Wilson. And able to connect with Berrios. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll run with Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hall again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Buying time, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Wilson. Touchdown run, and the Jets have taken the lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. That time a 9-play drive, and it was Zach Wilson who took it in himself on the touchdown run to cap it off. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On third down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running left is Edwards. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson off the play fake. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Draw play, Ingram now. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. From the 44, Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Jackson's throw here on target to Hurst. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. 27 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it will pit the Broncos and Seahawks as and, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, heck of a move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the 2nd half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the 1st half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out in the 1st half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On second down, Ingram again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 5. 79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So down inside the 5-yard line, I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Once more, Edwards. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. A big play if you think about it right now. And this time he is in. Gus Edwards, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now Hall to start the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On third down, Wilson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's more on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Anthony Barr in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Jackson to Boykin, first down, Baltimore.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Touchdown! Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 60 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's taken down, able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
Elijah Moore really started to come on in the 2021 season as a rookie out of Ole Miss. Saw 8 or more targets in 4 of his last 5 games and ended up leading the team in yardage. Expect to see a lot more first downs like we just saw there, and this young man's future.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Dances by him. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Give up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team. It's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. To throw is Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be brought down at the 27. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it. Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
To throw again on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They give to Ingram up the middle, and he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the option. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's their quarterback keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Ingram again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force. and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with football at their own 20-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. There's Hall bringing in another one. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here taken in by Boykin. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And returning right back to Boykin. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Baltimore, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back.
These players are on the last year of their contract. Choose from 4 preset offers that range in level of